This is how I think all the English teams in Europe will do. Starting with Aston Villa, I think they win the Europa League. I don't think it's that surprising. They're probably the best, probably the most. They're pretty good. They were just in Champions League. They put up a good fight against PSG. At least they just no. I think Villa will win this. I think Forest will at least make the finals. Uh, See, you gotta think of who there is to beat them, and I just don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if they managed to lose to some random team though. If Liverpool don't make the finals, that's genuinely a disappointment of how good they've gotten. But I think they're going to be the best English team in the Champions League. I genuinely don't think Spurs make it out of the league phase. They are so cooked. It's honestly kind of like they just sacked Ange, who got them their first trophy in 17 years. Is Thomas Frank a good manager? Yes. Was this a good idea? No. So depending on how this goes, we'll probably just set for how long Thomas Frank's at Spurs, set how it would look. I think Chelsea will get a bad matchup in the round of 16 because I think they'll be in the play-in, and then I think they'll pull up against like a Bayern or Dortmund or PSG and lose in the round of 16. I think Newcastle will be a team that makes top 8 and then beats like a random Dutch team to make the quarters and then lose to like PSG, who I think are at least making the semifinals again. Arsenal, I think they're gonna go out in the quarters this time because they're gonna be like, oh, we're gonna focus on the league, and then they just don't win it. I'm gonna keep Palace down here for a little bit. I don't. I think City will do about the same as last year, except a little bit better. Just lose to like Real Madrid or Barcelona. Just lose to a big Spanish team. I'm gonna bring up Brighton because they're eighth, and if Palace somehow isn't allowed to play in the Europa League because of the manager, the owner situation, then I think Brighton has a higher ceiling but a lower floor. Because I think Palace at least makes goes out in the play-in, but I think they could make the quarters. I think Brighton could get grouped. But I think they could like make it far. So depending on who makes it, that's where it's at. And yeah, that's about it. Well, all right. Yeah. So Villa's probably gonna win the Europa League, easy. Uh, Liverpool is a contender for Champions League. I just don't know how to feel about Forest, honestly. Brighton is certainly if they do make it because Palace was kicked out. I think I'll put them in quarters. I think they'll do pretty good. But wait, no, they'll get Conference League and they'll get Europa League. All right, so that'd be finalist. Then they'd probably no wait they'd probably do worse in the Europa League, and then there would be no Palace. So this would be what it looks like. Yeah, this would be what it looks like for if Palace doesn't make it, and then if they do this, I genuinely don't know how Spurs, like maybe they make the play in the little thingy so they can get to around 16. But that'd have to be like I feel like it'd be low. I don't think they're gonna be focusing on Europe. Uh, yeah, if Villa doesn't win the Europa League, I will be astonished. Uh, I think Liverpool will basically be the only English team to make it the semifinals because everyone else, like Arsenal, will be like, "Oh, guys, I swear, we're focusing on the league." Newcastle will probably just come up against a better team. Uh, that's also the same reason I have for both Chelsea and Man City getting out in the round of 16, just to like a PSG, a Barca, a Madrid, depending on how you feel. Napoli too. If Napoli would beat Man City on both legs, I genuinely think it would be Wow, that'd be insane. And yeah, that's about it. So see you next time.